Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.tv.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Tuesday, July the 15th of 2024. I'm Stacia Blake. In the headlines tonight, body pulled from the waters in Fort Judy on the weekend, identified as 32-year-old Kimron Victor. Thousands hit the streets of Grenville as the Big Parish launched Carnival on the weekend. Vaughan commits to sharing proceeds from the Heart of Carnival song to victims of Hurricane Beryl. While in regional news, politicians warn Trinidad and Tobago following assassination attempt on Trump. While in international news, Kenyan police watchdog probes police link to mutilated bodies. And coming up in sports, Windy's coach calls for grit ahead of crucial second test. We'll have all the details for you right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. In a heartbreaking turn of events, a Windsor Forest family has been plunged into mourning following what police described as an apparent drowning incident in the vicinity of Fort Judy area on Saturday afternoon. Details in this Nisha Paul report.
The victim has been identified as 32-year-old Kimron Victor, also known as Patchy, a well-known carpenter from Windsor Forest, St. David. Victor met his unfortunate demise during a fishing expedition with 3 friends. According to a police statement, he was seen struggling in the water and submerged despite the efforts of his friends to assist him. Divers eventually recovered his motionless body and he was pronounced dead at the scene by a medical doctor. An autopsy has been scheduled to determine the exact cause of death. GBN visited the Windsor Forest community on Monday and spoke with a sister of the deceased who was too distraught to comment on her brother's passing. Gary Antwine, a cousin, recalled his last encounter with Victor, expressing deep sadness over the loss.
And the said man, I wanted him to do some work for us because up in the place we had a session going on, a kind of party thing, a job thing, you know. So I came for him and bring him up to work there. Well, he said you put up the toilet and things. So I tell him continue building the bench and thing, and I leave him up there. So I thought he'd up there working, not knowing that he left up there to go to the sea. And all I hear from that, I hear they say he drowned. I was so shocked about that and he's a classified trade man, and you know we always look for him, he always by us. Yeah, he just come down the shop, we always together, you know, and we share love together. So I'm very sad for the moment.
Chanel Walters, another cousin, tearfully described Victor as being more like a brother. Walters remembered Victor's upbeat personality and his reputation as a skilled carpenter who had helped many people in the Windsor Forest community.
It's not my blood brother, but it's a brother still a check. Yeah, he's one of Grenada best carpenter I could say. Never really get the exposure to go out like that and thing, but I know enough things around here and enough houses around here since after Ivan and all them kind of vibes. He's the one that help people around. Last Saturday we had a session the same day he dead. Up in Windsor Forest, Maddy, they call job in the forest. He's the one that built the stage and thing, and also he's a good person, man. Trust me, I'm dead sad, you know. I feel it injured.
The Royal Grenada Police Force, RGPF, investigations into the tragic incident are ongoing. The Commissioner and members of the RGPF have extended their sincere condolences to Victor's family and friends. GBN also extends its deepest condolences to the Victor family during this time of bereavement. Reporting for GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Carnival is back on track as the various parishes launch the start of their festive season in their communities. The most recent being in the big parish St. Andrew. Rena Pierre attended and filed this report.
Carnival fever is beginning to sweep across mainland Grenada as the various parishes launch the festive season in their communities. The most recent celebration was held in St. Andrew on Sunday as the official launch of Carnival 2024 took place under the theme, A Cultural Representation of Our Heritage. The event in Granville began with the energetic reveling of numerous jab-jab bands, shotney and veko performers, filling the streets with the vibrant sound of drumming and display of costumes. The lively procession showcased the rich tradition that are the hallmarks of Grenada's carnival. Following the street revelry, an official ceremony was held at the Grenville car park to declare the carnival season open. The ceremony highlighted the diverse talents of the parish, with performances showcasing the vibrant tapestry of the cultures defined in St. Andrew, from traditional dance routine to performances from groovy and soca artists and the Calypsonians. As the carnival season progresses, other parishes are expected to host their own launch event, contributing to the island-wide celebration of Grenada's rich cultural heritage as anticipation builds for what promises to be a spectacular Carnival 2024. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
The semi-finalists for this year's Groovy Soca Monarch competition have been announced. Beverly Tellisford has the list.
After 3 nights of preliminary performances featuring 89 groovy artists, 27 artists, including the reigning groovy monarch for Karakou, will advance to the semi-final stage. The finalists, listed in alphabetical order, are as follows: Chandel Dash Amade, Fimba Shotpre Andrews, Marvel Chaos Batiste, Akim Swejan Batiste, Shem Teradi Governor Bernard, Kennard Youngstar 473 Bishop, Kellon Juice the Voice Brathwaite, Kelvin Otis Celestine, Ryan Riggy Atmosphere de Riggs, Trevon Mushman Douglas, Shamak Duncan, Arbin Frame and Ariel Roberts, Soka Shak and Ari, Randy Isaac, Finley Scholar Jeffrey, Gerald Jeremiah, also known as Jarrington, Clint John, Superflying Flint, Micah Baraka Joseph, Ronnie Rooney J. Joseph, Rashid K. Julian, known as Crave, Gilbert Nero, also known as K1, Renroy Blackadan O'Geest, Sherwin Paul Wakidan, Laura Lisa Richardson, Curtin Almaboy Roberts, Tron Yagadan Stewart, Cleavon Whiteman, Happy Boy, and Leron Joseph, 2 Blacks, Karakou's Groovy Monarch. Here are some highlights of the performances.
Hey, 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 hey. We come to party, we come to line, we come to fete and have a good time. Get in a gear and get in the line. One time, just so we day it in we bloodline. Speed up the rhythm and the bass line. We not leaving till the sunshine. Oh gosh, I stretch me hands them up to the ceiling. I leave my girlfriend on me in the mirror. Hey.
Nothing could ever sweeter, oh mama, like a soca party, oh lord. Nothing could ever nicer, oh mama, than a soca party. Because oh yeah, everyone's been gearing up, getting ready for it. And this yeah, it wouldn't be much different. We come to play mass the same.
But tonight I decide I'm not staying home. I will be going out on the street, yes, and roam. And I don't even care, well, if the girl go call my phone. Not home.
That's
Anytime they see we they talking, they want to see we fall. We living life and we happy. So don't take them on. No, life too sweet to study all those who hate. So you see me, I will be doing the most today.
The level, I still level, raise the level, up it, lift the level, I still level, raise the level, up it, lift the level, I still level, take it up a next notch. For the sake of the children, lift the level.
All you come, the whole week is fight. The whole island come alive. All you come, girl from everywhere. I must get a jam tonight. All you come, the greatest Juve. Everybody black down there. Come, bring your island paint. We don't show in no restraint. Over here, over there, we fetting all by the bay. It's all kind of mass we play.
The Groovy preliminaries were held last Wednesday to Friday. The Power Soca preliminaries, which began on Saturday night, will culminate tonight, after which Spice Mass Corporation will release the list of semi-finalists. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Tellisford.
Carriacou and Petite Martinique received a significant boost in recovery efforts post-Hurricane Beryl, with the arrival of relief supplies and building materials from Guyana and Suriname. More in this report.
Relief supplies and building materials arrived in Carriacou over the weekend, generously provided by Guyana and Suriname to aid in the recovery and rebuilding efforts following the devastation caused by Hurricane Beryl. The donation was handed over by Mr. Kamal Singh, chairman of the Private Sector Commission of Guyana, who underscored the deep bonds of friendship between the nations. The supplies were received by Prime Minister, the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, and Minister for Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs and the local government, Devin Andrew. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell expressed his gratitude to the President and the people of Guyana and Suriname for their timely and generous assistance.
To my comrade and colleague, President Ali, I want to take the opportunity to thank him and President Santoki of Suriname for the relief supplies that is shown in the background, as well as the building materials that are on this vessel. It is coming at a critical time for the people of Carriacou and Petite Martinique. It is perhaps the single largest physical donation of relief and building material supplies so far that we've received. It's a 19-page manifest. It's testimony to the fact that our brothers and sisters within Carriacou have not just stocked support for Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but they're demonstrating it in a timely manner.
Representing both Guyana and Suriname, Mr. Kamal Singh spoke of the significance of the donation.
This effort was put together by His Excellency Dr. Fanali in collaboration with the private sector throughout the length and breadth of Guyana. Immediately after Hurricane Beryl, we've worked assiduously and we've seen outpouring support from the entire private sector. And we have also seen support coming out from Suriname, helping to bring some of the relief effort that is here today to the people of Carriacou. The government and the private sector is very much excited to be part of this relief effort. We've seen the damage and the need that is desperately needed right now to bring back this island to normalcy and to bring back the roof over the head of many of these households who are currently without power, basic necessities, water, roof, proper building materials in their home.
In addition to the materials, over 50 soldiers from the Guyana Defense Force also arrived on the Sister Isle to assist with the recovery efforts in rebuilding infrastructure and restoring normalcy. The second in command of the contingent spoke of their mission to the Sister Isle.
And we're here to do some rehabilitation and renovation works to some buildings that were identified here. So we came here with an assessment team of 8 persons last week, Saturday, and this is the vessel that has arrived here today with the materials for us to conduct our work, as well as we have an additional 50 troops that has landed in Grenada this morning, who will be the main workforce to come across and do the job that has to be done. Because what we observed that most of the damages here on the building at Carriacou happen to be the roofing. So we have zinc sheets, wood for roofing and ceiling materials, as well as plumbing materials. That would be the bulk of the work that would be done. I cannot say exactly how long it would be, but I think it would be determined on the scope of work that has to be done.
The arrival of these supplies and the collaborative efforts of the Guyana Defense Force highlighted the importance of regional cooperation in times of crisis. This collaborative action exemplifies the resilience and unity of the Caribbean community, standing together to overcome challenges and build a brighter future for all. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
This is news at 7. Coming up, Vaughn commits to sharing proceeds from the Heart of Carnival song to victims of Hurricane Beryl. Stay with us for the details.
Ride in style with an easy ride loan from Ariza. Enjoy the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle for work or play. You've got places to go, and we're gonna help you get there easy. Enjoy competitive interest rates, specials on insurance, and offers from auto dealers. Ariza also has great offers on electric and fuel-efficient used and new vehicles. Apply for an easy ride loan from Ariza and drive away in style.
Grendek Community Partnership Initiative.
On behalf of Netball Grenada, we want to say a special thank you for the contribution made. We are certain that the contribution that had been given would be put into good use and we would bring home great results.
Grendek, energizing our community.
Paying is faster and easier with Glow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
And Print, together with Concept Events, present Pre-Day, the biggest show in Grenada's Carnival. Wednesday, August 7th, Grenada National Stadium. Gates open at 9 p.m. Showtime 10 p.m. A celebration of the Jab, featuring the Minister of Jab, the Jab Boss, Talpri. I am the Jab Boss. Certain things I end up. Also featuring guest performances by TNT's Road March King, Mikhail Tasia, Nadia Batson, and Sass. Cohen Dubois, Problem Child, Lil Rick, Med Pipe and Status, Lyrical, Westways, Boise, Lava Man, Corn, Terror, The Governor, Skinny Banter, Super Fly and Flip, Muddy and Squeezehead, Temperance Dash, and a whole lot more. Also, a special surprise guest. All early bird tickets are sold out. Get your $100 regular tickets right now, and also get your VIP $600 tickets. It is the biggest event to touch down this Carnival 2024. Pre-Day.
Get ready for the ultimate family fun day at PAL Kids Fest.
On July 20th at 1 p.m. at the Moulin Rouge Playing Field for an unforgettable day packed with excitement. And guess what? Admission is absolutely free.
Immerse yourself in a world of thrilling activities, from mini vehicles to bouncing castles, face painting, and so much more. There's something for everyone to enjoy.
And the fun doesn't stop there. We're giving away incredible prizes, including Amazon Fire Sticks and a flat screen TV. Don't miss your chance to win big. Eats and drinks on sale.
Don't miss out on the biggest event of summer. Bring the whole family and make unforgettable memories at PAL Kids Fest. See you there.
This ad is sponsored by Terry's Yacht Services, Modern Photo Studio, Maitland's Trucking Services, GBN, and 92.5 FM.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think of Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches, but the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Sound the alarm! Get your posse ready as the Spice Mask Corporation presents the highly anticipated Groovy and Power Soca Prelims. Groovy and Power Soca Prelims. Dates for the Groovy Soca Prelims: Wednesday, July 10th to Friday, July 12th on the Tantin Netball Court. And the Power Soca Prelims kicks off this Saturday, July 13th to Monday, July 15th on the Lassages Hard Court in St. David's. Admission only $10. Showtime 8 p.m. sharp. It's Soca and Mo Soca. It's the Groovy and Power Soca Prelims. Don't miss the experience.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. As the post-Hurricane Beryl cleanup got underway in Carriacou, Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation said implementing the building code in the reconstruction of homes is critical. Priscilla John spoke with Minister Andy Williams.
Roads that were once impassable are now accessible, thanks to the 400-plus volunteers and other individuals who traveled to the sister island to jumpstart the cleanup process. While much has been accomplished, there's still much more to be done. The Ministry of Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation spearheaded the cleanup, aimed at tackling the significant amount of debris left scattered in the wake of Hurricane Beryl. The cleanup drive focused on the removal of debris, clearing blocked roads, and assisting in the overall restoration process. MIT Minister Andy Williams provided our news desk with an update on what was done thus far.
We arrived in Carriacou. We separated the groups into two groups. We had one group for Pidi Martinique, one group for Carriacou. Also, we separated the groups into different areas. Some went into Hillsborough, some went into Boucherjou, and Dover, and so. And what we noticed is that across a lot of the areas, trees were blocking the road. Galvanite was in the road. And we had the people with the heavy equipment who volunteered the service also. They were able to come with their backhoe and so. And we had guys with the trucks, and they were able to come together and clear the roads. At the completion of the cleanup, we saw a difference. We saw streets that was blocked and so before, now they were unblocked. Vehicle could pass without any problems, and we can see the benefit that was achieved through the cleanup campaign.
Minister Williams said with the rebuilding of homes now a priority, an assessment will be done to formulate a plan for the best way forward. He also emphasized that it is compulsory that the standards in the building code be implemented when building, as this will help ensure that homes can better withstand severe weather conditions.
But we don't want to just build back in a normal way. We want to build back using the standards of the building code, and I think if we adhere to it, then we can minimize. We cannot stop some of the damages, but we can minimize on some of them. And I think going forward, we have to pay particular attention to that and really give physical planning the support to be able to monitor on a daily basis the construction process.
Last weekend's cleanup campaign represented a vital step in the recovery effort and strengthening the community spirit in the face of adversity. The minister emphasized the importance of solidarity and community spirit in these trying times, thanking all those who contributed their time and energy to the cleanup activities, the National Bus Association, and the people who volunteered to cook on the islands, among others.
It's a trying time for them, and sometimes, in these times, whereas we may come to clean, their mind will be on their survival, on their work for the next day, how they can move from one stage to the next. So the folks being there on the weekend would have given them a really good motivation in order to get up and move. So all in all, I want to just end by thanking the people of Grenada, Carriacou, Petite Martinique for coming together. As the saying goes, a friend in need is a friend indeed, and we all have to be our brother's keeper. We have to help each other, and we stand, and I stand, my government stand in support of Carriacou, and we will do our best to ensure that the building process is quick and it is up to the standard that we will like.
The cleanup process will continue in the coming days. However, it is likely to be months before it is complete. Christina John, GBN News.
In the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl and with the Spice Mass 2024 fast approaching, Grenada's soca superstar Javon John, the artiste known as Vaughn, is giving back to the island through his music. With his latest release, Heart of Carnival, Vaughn is not only promoting Grenada and soca music, but also channeling proceeds from its sale towards the ongoing relief efforts in Grenada. This gesture landed him a spot in New York's PIX 11 News. He took to his social media to share the feature.
When it was all over, it came out and you see all of this terrible destruction.
As Hurricane Beryl swept through Grenada with powerful winds of at least 150 miles per hour, Vaughn was on tour in Houston, watching the developments back home and staying in constant contact with his mom.
She called me and she was like, I'm scared. She was like, so much, the wind is so strong, the roof all over is going, it's shaking, you can hear the wind blowing, and it was so devastating.
Vaughn, whose real name is Javon John, lives at home with his mom on the main island of Grenada. Their home survived the storm. The vast majority of the country's other houses weren't as lucky. More than 90% of structures on some of the smaller islands damaged or destroyed.
It was horrible. So many people lost their homes, business spaces. If you go online and look at the island right now, you would see that everything is flat. It's to the ground. Like people are homeless right now.
The 28-year-old normally releases new music to coincide with the island's carnival celebration next month, but was initially reluctant to do so this year.
I have to do something much more than just putting music up because people are homeless, people don't have food, people are devastated, they don't know what's next, and I'm here putting music up, it didn't sit well with me.
In addition to a monetary donation towards relief efforts, Vaughn detailed via his Instagram account that proceeds from Heart of Carnival will go towards rebuilding Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique.
Guys, the proceeds from that song will be going towards everyone that was affected by the devastation that Hurricane Beryl caused. And I'm also going to be making a $10,000 donation towards the aid of everyone that was affected by the hurricane in Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. I really hope that this song brings back the heartbeat of my people, put a smile on their face, and serve as a form of therapy in a difficult time. My support is with you, each and every single one of you. I was also a victim of a hurricane effect, lost a home, so I know what it feels like, and I just hope that my music could bring a difference and make a difference in such a difficult time.
Officials from the Land Use Division of the Ministry of Agriculture, together with the National Water and Sewage Authority Grenada and Grenada Meteorological Office, are presently assessing damage at more than 30 automatic weather stations across Grenada in the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl. The team was also joined by climatologist and hydrologist consultant for the G-Cruise project, Dr. Gerard Rappold. Initial reports have shown minimal impact to their disaster vulnerability reduction networks. According to head instrument technician at the Meteorological Office, Swain Cummings, these stations installed in 2019 are vital for accurate weather data and climate forecasts.
We observed that there were some minor damages to some of the stations. For example, Granny Tang, where the panel was dislodged. As it relates to the damage that we observed in Granny Tang Park, we reattached the solar panel so that it could continue to feed solar power to the station, so it could continue collecting its data as its purpose. The aim of this project is Grenada's step in collecting climatological data throughout the island. And it is very important because that is major as we are focusing on climate change and its effects. From a meteorological point of view, keeping the stations up is very vital because we need the data in order to do our assessments and also to do our analysis as it relates to flooding and early warning. From a general point of view, what was observed so far is that Beryl did minimal damage to our DVRP network.
A comprehensive analysis will be provided after assessments are completed on Carriacou. Joseph Noel is the Senior Land Use Officer in the Ministry of Agriculture.
It's important to make sure that all our automatic agrometeorological and hydrometeorological stations are fully functional, providing us with accurate data because our agencies depend on having accurate data from these stations. For example, the Met Office and the Caribbean Institute for Meteorology and Hydrology, CIMH, depend on the data that we get from those automatic weather stations for weather and climate monitoring and forecasting and so on. The Met Office, in collaboration with CIMH, produces a monthly national climate bulletin, and the data that we collect from these automatic weather stations are critical for the preparation of the monthly national climate bulletins. Just that one of the stations, the solar panel got dislodged a little bit, and we were able to rectify that. At another one of the stations, the winds blew down the fencing in front of the station, so we would have to get that repaired. But other than that, no damage to the automatic weather station. Yeah, we have, however, noticed some issues with regards to some of the sensors are no longer functional, or there are some issues with them. So we would need to replace some of the sensors and so on. We also have some issues with some of the loggers at some of the stations, so we would have to get them replaced.
The devastating force of Hurricane Beryl captured through the GBN ISAW lens. It's time for tonight's GBN ISAW.
Our
Our citizen journalist tonight posted this alarming photo of the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl on the Sister Isles. The caption read, quote, "This is a story of miracles. Imagine that this is a designated shelter and it was activated. Imagine that the people were still here when this container came rolling through. Fortunately, miraculously, the shelter area started going and occupants evacuated to the library. Then came the container and the only thing left standing was the library." End quote. A miracle indeed. Hurricane Beryl struck Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique as a Category 4 hurricane on July 1st, 2024. We thank our citizen journalists for that submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
A miracle indeed. Still to come, Grenada hosts one-week workshop on the sustainable use and management of wetlands. That story when we return.
Mark your calendars for a day of non-stop fun and laughter. The St. George's Lions Club, Spice Mass, and Grenlec present All Mass 2024. It's all happening at the Grenada Youth Center on Sunday, July 21st, starting at 3 p.m. Tickets are just $35 for adults and $15 for children 12 and under. Grab yours from any Lions and Leo members, Grenadian Optical, and Clear Vision. All Mass promises humorous antics and infectious laughter for the whole family. Be there. This advertisement sponsored by Demerara Mutual Life. I'm with them.
Parents, do you go to bed with the knowledge that your children are comfortably asleep in the next room? Or are they allowed to attend every fete advertised? You are responsible for the safety and well-being of your children, and it is your responsibility to know their whereabouts. Children should not be at adult events. Please guide your children, engage them in age-appropriate activities. Let us be spicy parents for this carnival season and beyond. S. Speak to your children about positive behavior. P. Pay attention to them at all times. I. Inspire good behavior in your children by also displaying good behavior. C. Check with your children. Always know their whereabouts. Y. You are responsible for your children. Maintain control to keep them safe. This is a message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicle insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for one whole year, and every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sips, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlec, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Caribberies, Coop Bank, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
International Support Group, ISG, your company of choice. You have a problem with mold? We're the company to call. ISG provides quality commercial janitorial services. We also focus on preventative maintenance, making sure that your building keeps functioning as it should. With ISG, you will have a peace of mind knowing that all your service needs are carried out by a quality, efficient, and friendly team of technicians. ISG is dedicated to industrial professionalism, safety, and exceptional customer satisfaction. Call us today at 473-410-5886 or email us at info@isg-grenada.com.
Running a business is hard. Running a creative business, that's 10 times harder. The Grenada Office of Creative Affairs understands the unique challenges creative entrepreneurs face, especially when it comes to securing financing. That's why they have partnered with the Grenada Development Bank to launch the Creative and Cultural Industries Business Development Fund. Hello. Designed specifically for creative entrepreneurs like you and me. Unlock your full potential with our tailored financing options. Access loans of up to $50,000 at just 2% interest, empowering you to upgrade and expand your business. Receive business support vouchers of up to $5,000 to enhance your business plans, financial strategies, or marketing efforts. But that's not all. Nonprofits and community-based projects can secure grants of up to $25,000. So, what are you waiting for? Make the call today and learn how you can finance your dreams. Contact the Grenada Development Bank and unleash your creativity.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, fully 1 week. Nah, telling you. You remember Dragon? You see that? About 10, I remember make a hard on man. Me a 38, but you are 92. Yeah. You need the number 1 run, man. What is that easy? No, what? Nice. Yeah. Group number 1. Yeah, me too.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Class Good, the number 1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
It's the Quartz Appliance Event. Cook it, fry it, bake it on a new Mabe stove for only $1,799. Stack it, pack it, and chill it with a Frigidaire 4-mount fridge for $2,749. Laundry piling up? Wash it, spin it, dry it in a Frigidaire 17-kilogram washing machine top, only $2,399. Get it now and pay later. It's the Quartz Appliance Event, only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offers end July 24th, 2024. Conditions apply.
Over the years and presently, customers have been winning exciting prizes while ensuring that benefits are realized for all Grenadians by supporting the games of the National Lotteries Authority.
I am Patrick Simmons, former Minister for Sports and National Athlete. The NLA has made significant investment in nation-building activities. Among them are the construction of health, sporting, cultural, educational, and community facilities. Additionally, they continue to provide funding to non-governmental organizations and individuals throughout the Tri-Island state. I support the NLA's mandate because I can see where the money goes.
Playing the games of the NLA guarantees support for sports, culture, and nation building throughout the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Caribbean representatives have convened in Grenada for a one-week-long workshop organized by the International Climate Initiative. The focus is on sustainable use and management of wetlands. More in this Rena Pierre-Thomas report.
The workshop at the Radisson's Grenada Beach Resort aims to address the critical issue of wetland conservation and sustainable use in the region. Organized by the International Climate Initiative, it is being held under the theme Wise Use of Caribbean Wetlands for Climate Change Mitigation and Conservation of their Ecosystem Services. Changes in land use across the Caribbean have resulted in significant ecosystem degradation, including the loss of biological diversity and vital ecosystem services. This issue is particularly pressing for Caribbean wetlands, which require urgent and effective policies for sustainable management. During the workshop, participants will conduct vulnerability assessments for selected Ramsar sites in the Caribbean. These assessments will provide regional government with the necessary knowledge detrimental changes to their wetlands, according to Isaac Bagwan, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture.
The objective of this workshop is to review the project progress and the key achievements during the first 2 years of implementation, that is 2022 to 2023, against the backdrop of the project outcomes and outputs. We also intend under this workshop to be able to confirm the project update, implementation plan, and implementation arrangements, and of course to support efforts by project countries to apply capacity, guidance, and policy advice through the project towards achieving the project outcomes, including identifying opportunities for engagement and collaboration.
The result of these assessments, coupled with the implementation of integrated coastal zone management and maritime planning, will enhance legislation and regulation. The aim is to integrate planning and management tools to improve the management of Caribbean wetlands. Jerka Timlander, Secretary of the Convention on Wetlands, encouraged participants to fully engage with the training.
Now, this workshop will set the project on a path for full implementation during the coming 2 years. It will ensure that it really delivers for countries, supporting them, supporting you in your efforts to meet commitments under the Convention on Wetlands, as well as commitments under the Biodiversity and Climate Change Conventions. We have one day. We have one day in a workshop, and it's followed by a regional training on climate change and wetland ecosystem services over 4 days. Let's use this time really well. Let's use it to the maximum and make sure that we move forward in the best possible way.
Minister for Mobilization and Implementation Andy Williams highlighted the importance of the training and what it entails.
During the course of this week, you will participate in a one-day regional workshop and a 4-day training course under the theme Wise Use of Caribbean Wetlands for Climate Change Mitigation and Conservation of the ecosystem. Caribbean wetlands provide habitat for thousands of species and aquatic and terrestrial plants and animals.
The workshop's outcomes are expected to lead to significant improvement in the management and conservation of Caribbean wetlands, ultimately contributing to climate change mitigation and the preservation of vital ecosystems. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
We'll return with your regional and international news report.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy?
look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Good evening, sports fans. Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League, the CPL squads for the 2024 season have been confirmed following the completion of the player draft on Monday. Kyle Myers was the first pick of the draft, joining the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. He'll be joined at the Patriots by Mikhail Lewis, Brian John, and Virasamy Permal. The St. Lucia Kings welcome USA international Aaron Jones, who qualifies to play at the CPL as a local player since he has a Barbados passport. The Kings have also selected Kari Campbell, Johan Jeremiah, Mikhail Gavaya, and Akeem Agist. The Barbados Royals have picked Kadeem Alain, Issei Thorne, and Nathan Sealy to complete their squad, while the Guyana Amazon Warriors have selected all-arounders Raymond Reefer and Ronaldo Ali Mohammed. Matthew Nandu also rejoins the Warriors, having been selected in the same draft. The Antigua and Barbuda Falcons picked 5 players at the draft, with Rashawn Primus, Justin Greaves, Jamar Hamilton, Teddy Bishop, and Kofi James joining the newest CPL team. The Trinbago Knight Riders selected Nathan Edward and Shakir Paris in their emerging player spots. The 2024 season gets underway on the 29th of August with the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons taking on the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots at the Sir Vivian Richards Cricket Stadium. The tournament will also visit St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, and Guyana. West Indies coach Andre Coley has challenged his team to draw up their resilience from earlier this year as they gear up for the second test against England starting on Tuesday. Following a heavy defeat by an innings at Lord's, Coley is urging his players to channel the fighting spirit they displayed in Australia, where they turned their series around with a remarkable victory. In January, the West Indies suffered a crushing 10-wicket defeat in the first test at Adelaide Oval. However, they bounced back dramatically in the second test at the Gabba, thanks to to Shamar Joseph's sensational 7-wicket haul in the second innings. As they prepare for the second test at Trent Bridge, Kohli is confident his team can draw inspiration from that experience and set the stage for a thrilling decider at Edgbaston. Reflecting on the Gabba test, Kohli said, "The way we bounced back was powerful. It shows that even if you start poorly, you can compose yourself and come back strong." Despite the defeat at Lord's, Kohli believes his team has learned valuable lessons. Opener Andre Fletcher hit his third 50 of the season and second in the last 3 games to lead the Candy Falcons to a 54-run win over the Dambulla Sixers in Lanka Premier League action at the R. Premadasa Stadium in Colombo on Monday. The Falcons posted an imposing 222 for 4 from their 20 overs after being put into bat by the Sixers. Fletcher's hit just 1 4 and 7 sixes on his way to a top score of 60 from 34 balls, while Kamindu Mendes hit 51 off 24 balls, including 5 4s and 2 6s. Angelo Matthew also finished 44 off 23 balls, hitting 5 6s in the process. Dushan Hamanatha took 3 for 14 from his 4 overs for the Sixers. Dambulla were then reduced to 168 for 9 from their 20 overs in reply, and despite 74 off 40 balls from Kusal Pereira. Captain Wanindu Hasaranga took 4 for 35 from his 4 overs for the Falcons, while Dason Shanakana took 3 for 29 from 4 overs in support. Argentina beat Colombia to win a record 16th Copa America, but the game was marred by the kickoff being delayed by 80 minutes because of trouble outside the ground in Miami. Lautaro Martinez struck in the second half of extra time from Giovanni Lo Celos through the ball to secure the win. Captain Lionel Messi was left in tears when he had to be replaced midway through the second half after injuring himself while chasing for the ball, but he was celebrating his country's 3rd successive major tournament at the final whistle. Kickoff was delayed because of chaos outside the Hard Rock Stadium. In the Euro substitute, Mikel Oyarzabal scored a dramatic late winner as Spain triumphed in Sunday's Euro 2024 final, beating England 2-1 to confirm their reemergence as a force on the international stage and end their opponents' dreams of winning a first title in almost 6 decades. And that's what's been happening in the world of sports. And now for a look at what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. Politicians and political analysts alike are warning there are lessons to be learned from the attempted attack and assassination on former Prime. Oh, I'm sorry, it jumped, so I can't see what I'm reading. I was hoping I could memorize it, but it's not going to work. Where is it? Hold on a second here. And now for a look at what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. Politicians and political analysts alike are warning there are lessons for Trinidad and Tobago to learn in the aftermath of the attempted assassination of former U.S. President Donald Trump. This as Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley joined the international community in condemning the violence in Pennsylvania.
Take a look at what happened.
They were shots that were heard around the world. An attempt on the life of former U.S. President and 2024 Republican candidate Donald Trump. In the hours that followed the attempted assassination, leaders from around the world condemned the violence. On Sunday morning, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley published a statement condemning the violence, adding that there is absolutely no place or justification for any aspect of violence in the political process. Meanwhile, Foreign Affairs Minister Dr. Amory Brown confirmed to CNC3 News he's been in touch with U.S. Ambassador Candace Bond, expressing this country's sympathies and best wishes. And with Trinidad and Tobago entering its own campaign trail ahead of the 2025 general elections, politicians and political analysts alike believe there are lessons to be learned and adopted out of Pennsylvania. Opposition MP Dr. Rudal Munilal led the call.
We need to manage our society in a way that we reduce conflict. We deal in a very mature way with dispute and disagreements, and at all times maintain our democracy and our democratic traditions, regardless of personality and difficulties in agreeing with political opponents.
It's a point political analyst Dr. Bishnu Raghunath backed up.
Our politicians themselves have to be the ones who have to temper and manage their membership and their support base in a manner in which that will keep the tensions between the political parties down.
It's a moment that could have altered the course of history. Though differing political beliefs, Biden and Trump have found common ground in the call for unity. Ryan Bechu, CNC3 News.
Meanwhile, Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has defended himself against allegations that he paid a former commissioner of police to go after the leader of the opposition United National Congress, or the UNC, for fraud. Dr. Rowley cleared the air on Saturday during the PNM's San Fernando West 51st Annual Constituency Conference.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said the information being shared is untrue.
I take serious umbrage at a former commissioner of police who will go and tell the world that he was given money by me and instructions to use that money to go and persecute and lay charges against my political opponent. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you this so that you will know that that former commissioner of police is a dangerous liar.
Dr. Rowley said there are consequences to be faced by that former commissioner for the statements made against him.
If in fact I have done that, I would have committed an offense to use taxpayer money to go after my political opponent in the way as described is an offense under more than one law in this country. So I am being accused of a crime. But it's a lie.
He said the statement is not innocent. Dr. Rowley explained that funds were allocated to the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service to acquire specialist help from Edmunds Marshall McMahon, a UK-based firm specializing in matters of serious fraud, cybercrime and asset recovery for some of the investigations being conducted by the TTPS.
By making that statement, he is giving a defense and an argument in the court by the defense lawyers for all these people that their prosecution by the Trinidad and Tobago police is politically motivated.
The Prime Minister said the matter will now be placed in the hands of his lawyers.
As Prime Minister of this country, I have had absolutely no personal instruction or involvement in this matter. This is a matter between the Attorney General
the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service and the Cabinet, where the Minister of Finance resides. And therefore, on Monday morning, I'm passing all these documents, including the one signed by the said Commissioner of Police and the Cabinet notes, to my lawyer.
Dr. Rowley said such an allegation undermines each criminal case. He stressed that the request for money to pay the UK firm hired by the TTPS came directly from the police service. The investigative team was brought in to investigate kickbacks in the Estate Management and Business Development Company EMBD and life sport contracts. Mahalia Joseph Horton, TTT News.
Police in Kenya have fired tear gas at crowds near a disused quarry in Nairobi, from where they've retrieved the bodies and mutilated body parts of at least 10 people since Friday. It's triggered outrage after weeks of anti-government protests, during which rights groups say 41 people were killed and dozens abducted by security agencies.
It started with a young woman searching for her missing sister. Then bags of mutilated bodies kept coming. They've been retrieved from this disused quarry in Mukuru, a neighbourhood of slums in Nairobi. It's triggered outrage among Kenyans following protests last month against the government of President William Ruto. More than 40 people were killed. Rights groups say dozens of protesters have been abducted and several are still missing.
We don't know whether they are among the people who were abducted because of the protests. Since most of them are ladies, we are not sure if it could be femicide or insecurities that have been happening.
The crowd wanted the police to open the bags at the scene. Police refused. Then it turned violent. Kenya's police are frequently accused of extrajudicial killings, including in this community, activists say. Officers are rarely convicted. Police have said they'll investigate the bodies and rights groups can participate in post-mortems, but scepticism and anger run deep.
I think it is now the work of the pathologists and the forensic investigators to tell us and to tell the nation what is happening. Because if you put those figures together, you're talking about 13 bodies being recovered in about 24 hours. That is not a normal thing for any nation.
Police have for hours been firing tear gas at crowds of angry residents down these streets who've been retaliating by throwing stones. There's a deep mistrust in this community of the police and the government. They've been chanting, "Ruto must go," and they're aggrieved, not least because the bodies were found just meters from the Kware police station. William Ruto was deputy president for 9 years before he was elected president 2 years ago. Then, he said, he'd end Kenya's long history of disappearances and extrajudicial killings. People here at the quarry side, along with many Kenyans, say they no longer believe what he says.
The truth must be found so that those who are involved in this heinous act must be punished and must be taken to court and the law must be applied to its fullest extent.
Residents said the police might disappear the bodies, so they escorted the pickup carrying them all the way to the city mortuary. Activists say the entire flooded quarry would need to be trawled to find out how many more bodies could be there. Whether or not anyone is held to account, it's clear in this community people have almost no faith in their government. Malcolm Webb, Al Jazeera, Nairobi.
And that's what's been happening around the globe today. Now for a recap of the night's top headlines. Body pulled from the waters in Fort Judy on the weekend, identified as 32-year-old Kimron Victor. Thousands hit the streets of Grenville as the Big Parish launched Carnival on the weekend. Vaughan commits to sharing proceeds from the Heart of Carnival song to victims of Hurricane Beryl. While in regional news, politicians warn Trinidad and Tobago following an assassination attempt on Trump. In international news, Kenya police watchdog probes police link to mutilated bodies. While in sports, Wendy's coach calls for grit ahead of crucial second test. If you missed any part of this newscast, there'll be a repeat broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stacia Blake, and that's the news. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a pleasant evening.
The Fun Machine, and I'm calling all revelers, carnivalists, and bacchanalists. Let me tell you, take a loan of $3,000 or more for your costume and pay only $340 per month with God's ready cash. Plus, you get to enter to win your